Hey, what's up you guys, it's UBFire, and today we're going to be talking about my crystal chunk farming route. Now this usually takes me around roughly 30 to 40 minutes just to finish it and get around 200 plus crystal ores. As you can see here, I am in my other secondary account world, which is right here, my free to play, whatever you can call it. But I usually use this account for more of just resources. If I run out of resources in my world, then I can just go onto my secondary account and just, grab whatever I need from there. So I'm going to be showing you a pretty cool trick if you guys are planning to make your own secondary resource account later on, usually when it comes around to the Stormterror's lair. Now I know there's a lot of other crystal routes, but this is my personal crystal route that I usually take. Usually whenever I go do these so-called routes, it's more of like I don't have a specific place I go to. It's more of, oh, if I'm in this area, then I might as well just do it. If I'm in this area, which area have I not done yet, blah 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 blah. And it is a different story when I go into another random person's world. So once I join their world, I go and ask them, hey, can I grab some rocks? And if they say yes, then I usually go to the places that give me the most rocks, crystal chunks. But other than that, guys, let's get right into the video. So to start off with this crystal route farming guide, I usually start out at Mount Aozing because that is probably one of the most and best places to farm crystals. Okay, before we even get into it, I totally forgot to count how many crystal chunks I have. So let's go and check it out. So I just picked up 2 there, meaning that I had 96. I had 96 crystal chunks before starting this crystal route farm. Next, usually once I do that, I usually TP to this waypoint right here, right next to Mount Aozing, and heading down the river. Once I do that, I usually head upwards, which I would then go to this spot right here. Once you're done with that, you can then go to this waypoint right here. Once you do that, you can then head towards Huyon Karst here. Go ahead and TP back to where you just TP'd. And this is the part where I usually start to eat my food, because this route is going to take a lot of stamina. Now, if you've been wondering why I have been jumping this whole time, is because it actually makes you a lot more faster. Once you get all of those routes done, you can then TP to this spot right here. Once you TP, you can head up the mountain that you just TP to. Once you're done with that, you can then TP back onto Keon Peak. And you're gonna jump in the direction of north, no, just directly east. And then once you get that, you can then head towards back the mountain of Keon Peak. And there's going to be a rock right down here. Once you're done with that, go ahead and TP back onto the mountain again. Alright, and basically you are done with Keon Peak here. Next spot you want to go to is this mountain right below Keon Peak. And once you get that, you can TP to TNQ Valley. You're gonna head up towards north. And once you get that, you can then TP to KG Slope. You're gonna head towards the mountain. And once you get the ones inside the mountain, you can then TP back to the TP point. Head towards the mountain once again. And once you get the KG slope done, go ahead and go to Nan Tianmen. And there's only going to be one crystal here. Next, you want to start heading down south to Lingu Pass towards the Statue of the Seven here. Next, you're going to head towards in this little cave right here. Then you're gonna head out and just head straight towards the west. Alright, and then once you get that, then you can head towards this waypoint here. And once you grab those three, then you can head towards the Xingyu Pool waypoint. Then you're gonna head to this underpass place here. And once you do that, you can then head towards this waypoint here. Now, a lot of these places I have covered in my other video, so make sure to go check that out, because I not only talk about the blue crystals, but I also talk about the iron chunks, I also talk about the thunder chunks, all of the different rocks that you can get. Once you do that, you can then head towards this domain right here. Alright, and once you get it from this under passage right here, you can head to Mount Tianhe. Alright, and once you get that done, we are going to head all the way towards the Guyon Forest. TP to the waypoint here. Alright, and once you get those three, go ahead and TP to the domain. And this is a really good reason why you should have a animal character on you, is because once you reach to the Guyon Forest, there's going to be this section that you are going to need to use your animal character on. And once you finally do that, you can then head towards the Kingsing village to this waypoint here. Alright, and once you do that, you can then head towards the Valley of Remembrance in Mondstadt here. After you do that, you can then head to Stormterror's lair at the very entrance here. Now this is the special part about my resource world. As you can see here, there are a total of 4 blue crystals here, and when you go on your world, you are only going to see 1, and the reason why is because there's going to be a quest from the blacksmith in Mondstadt. If you remember, after you defeat Stormterror, he's going to ask you to collect these blue crystals in Stormterror's lair. For me, I have not completed that quest yet on my secondary account. I'll have a little screenshot here of what I mean by that, and that is the reason why every single time I go onto my resource world, these blue crystals are going to always respawn the same exact amount. So that is why if you guys are planning to make your own resource world, go ahead and do what I do as well. Don't complete this quest, leave it as it is, don't even mine it, don't even like come near this place with your main character, because I have not tested this out myself, but I have a feeling once you mine these crystals with your main character or the host of that world, you are never going to get these crystals back. So I highly suggest, if you are going to make your own resource world, your secondary account, to not do this quest at all. And once you get these 2 last crystal ores, you can then head towards this spot here. Now this spot is part of the quest that is also where you have to go mining. That is why you are going to see only 1 maybe in your world, but for my resource world I see 4. And once you do that, you can then head towards the middle of Stormterror's lair. You're going to be heading west and towards this big rock here. And this is the 3rd and final spot where it is also part of the mission. As you can see, there are 4 nodes. But when you are in your solo world, or maybe a random person's world or your friend's world, you are probably going to only see 1. And once you get that one under this bridge pathway, go ahead and TP back towards the middle of the Stormterror's lair. Then you're going to head towards the next rock platform, as you can see right here. And the final blue crystal. Alright guys, that was it for my whole blue crystal run. Now of course I know there are some other great blue crystal spots, but that is usually what I do just to finish for the day. I know I might have not gotten every single little blue crystal, but for the majority of your whole map, that is a lot of blue crystals taken right there. Now the reason why you want to do this is because if you guys didn't know, you guys can only create 30 weapon EXP from the blacksmith every single day. Now in order to create those 30 weapon EXP, you need about 120 blue crystals. So every single day you need to be farming 120 crystals. Of course, you don't need to do it, but if you want to be, you know, using your time and resources wisely, then you want to prepare for what is coming up next, because if you're building a lot of characters, and you are going to need a lot of weapon EXP for each and every single one of those characters. But anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good morning, have a good evening, and have a good night. Peace!